Hidden beneath the soil lies a humble sprout, carrying a dream passed down through generations. Across many parts of the world, this unassuming root is not only a staple food second only to maize in consumption, but also a symbol of resilience and hope. Hello and welcome to Radiant Farming, where we journey together through the heart of agriculture with authenticity and depth. Today, we're diving into the world of cassava, also known as Mannahat esculenta, tropical crop of immense nutritional and economic value. Originally from South America, cassava is now grown in over 100 countries, serving as a lifeline for millions of farmers. Thanks to its remarkable survival ability, cassava has become a famine crop, especially vital in times of scarcity. Cassava's growth cycle ranges from 8 to 12 months depending on the variety and climate. It thrives even in nutrient-poor soil, as long as it drains well. Today, the world produces over 300 million tons of cassava annually, with Nigeria, Thailand, and Brazil leading the way. In this video, we'll explore how cassava is transformed into a top export product in Thailand, the world's leader in tapioca starch exports. The journey begins with land preparation, a vital step to ensure a successful crop. Ideal cassava soil requires abundant sunlight, good drainage, and sandy-loam texture conditions that allow roots to expand freely. Farmers begin by clearing weeds and plant debris, then deep plowing the soil to enhance aeration and drainage. The soil is then leveled to create a smooth surface, breaking up clumps and setting the stage for bed formation. Beds, also known as camelons in some regions, are spaced 80 to 100 centimeters apart. These organized rows help manage weeds, improve water and fertilizer distribution, prevent erosion, and make manual or mechanical harvesting more efficient. Once the soil is ready, it's time to select stem cuttings, also called plantillas or esquages. These cuttings are carefully chosen from healthy, high-yield mother plants free from disease. They are cut into 20 to 30 centimeters pieces, each with at least 5 to 7 buds. Sterile knives or machines are used to avoid spreading pathogens. Don't underestimate these humble cuttings, they carry the potential for an entire season's yield. Each cutting is soaked for 5 to 10 minutes in a chemical solution to prevent pests like mealybugs. Popular chemical treatments include 2 grams of thiamethoxam in 10 liters of water, 4 grams of imidacloprid in 20 liters, or dinotefuran as per guidelines. After soaking, the cuttings are air-dried in shade and planted immediately. Planting can be done manually or with semi-automatic machines, placing cuttings vertically or at an angle, 10 to 15 centimeters deep. Good soil contact is crucial to encourage root and sprout development. Cassava is planted at a density of 10,000 to 12,000 plants per hectare, with rows spaced 80 to 100 centimeters and plants 40 to 60 centimeters apart. This layout ensures each plant has enough space to grow, optimizing yield potential per hectare. The cuttings are then covered with loose soil, leaving the tips slightly exposed or shallowly buried, a technique that enhances survival and early vigor. During the first few weeks, watering is key to crop success. While cassava is drought tolerant, steady watering during early growth encourages uniform development. Drip or sprinkler irrigation systems, depending on the farm's infrastructure, supply 300 to 500 millimeters of water annually, supporting even growth while conserving resources. Weed control is crucial in the first 3 months. Methods include manual weeding, mechanical cultivation, or selective herbicides, always carefully applied to avoid harming the cassava. Mulching with straw or dry leaves helps suppress weeds, retain moisture, and improve soil structure over time. Fertilization uses a balanced mix of nitrogen for foliage, phosphorus for root formation, and potassium for root quality. Fertilizers are applied in 2 to 3 stages, based on soil analysis and climate. In tropical regions, micronutrients like boron, zinc, and magnesium are often added. By month 3, cassava begins forming in large storage roots, where starch, the main commercial value, accumulates. During this stage, crops are closely monitored, with soil sampling used to fine-tune nutrient plans. Plant health checks are critical to avoid damage from pests like stem borers or bacterial diseases. After 8 to 9 months, the lower leaves begin to yellow, a sign that harvest is near. Mature plants with strong stems and lush leaves reflect the care and effort of the farmer. Harvest season is the most anticipated time of year, a small celebration of success. Harvesting is done by hand using hose or by specialized machinery that reduces labor costs and increases efficiency, allowing farmers to manage larger fields with fewer workers. Roots are carefully lifted to avoid damage, preserving their commercial value. Due to rapid post-harvest spoilage, cassava must be processed or sold quickly. Each cassava root is made up of 60 to 65% water, 30 to 35% carbohydrates, and small amounts of protein and fiber, just enough to power life and sustain energy. Often, cassava is transported to processing plants within 24 hours. At the plant, cassava is washed, peeled, and grated to extract starch. The mash is then pressed to remove excess water and dried into tapioca flour, versatile ingredient in global cuisine. Thailand produces about 30 million tons of fresh cassava every year. Though this is only half of Nigeria's output, Thailand reigns as the export king, averaging 11 million tons of cassava-based products annually, including 6.6 million tons of tapioca starch, over 60% of global market share. The rest includes dried cassava chips, cassava syrup, and ethanol, all derived from this modest root. Roughly 75% of Thailand's cassava is destined for export, while the rest supports domestic demand. Major markets include China, Japan, and various European nations. The drying process is crucial, preserving the starch's quality and extending its shelf life. Tapioca is used not only in cooking, but also in various industrial applications. This multi-stage process meets the highest standards for safety and quality. We'll cover the full factory process in another video. The final product, refined tapioca starch, is ready for international export. These factories can handle up to 500 tons of fresh cassava per day, producing thousands of tons of premium starch each month. Products meet both domestic and international demand, reaching markets in China, Japan, and across the EU. Cassava can also be frozen or vacuum packed for export, extending shelf life and adding value. Beyond food, cassava starch is used in textiles, pharmaceuticals, and bioplastics. Tapioca starch can be converted into bioethanol, adhesives, or biodegradable materials, offering new income streams for farmers adapting to sustainable markets. Often discarded, cassava peels are actually a valuable resource. Properly processed, they make excellent livestock feed. Peels can be washed, crushed, and pressed into cakes that keep for 7 days and are fed directly to cattle, sheep, and goats. If dried to 10 to 12% moisture, they can be stored for up to 6 months and fed to poultry or fish. Organizations like the International Center for Tropical Agriculture (SIAT) and the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture (IITA) work with governments and communities to promote sustainable production through training, clean technology, and international market access. In countries like Colombia, Nigeria, and Thailand, cassava-centered agribusiness clusters are emerging, integrating producers, processors, and distributors. These models promote rural development, access to credit, innovation, and global competitiveness, creating value throughout the supply chain. Cassava represents the bridge between tradition and modernity in agriculture. Its cultivation is a story of resilience, creativity, and hope from indigenous communities domesticating it thousands of years ago to modern exporters producing world-class starch. The story of cassava is not just about a crop, it's about the deep bond between people and land, about persistence and innovation. Cassava continues to be a key player on the global food stage. If you've ever enjoyed cassava cake or tapioca, you've tasted centuries of history wrapped in one humble yet mighty root. And if you're a farmer or agricultural enthusiast, remember, at Radiant Farming, we bring you the spirit of every harvest. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of cassava. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with fellow agriculture lovers. Leave us a comment to celebrate the magic of growing and harvesting. See you in the next episode.